What's up, my fellow small business supporters? It's Savvy, and I am here with an anti-MLM video today. I know you guys enjoy those, so I really hope you enjoy today's video. Now, there's something you guys might not know about me, which is that I actually really like watching those channels where people read Reddit comments and Reddit posts, and I know that those channels are kind of controversial because a lot of people mention like, oh, you know, that's someone else's post on Reddit and someone's reading it on YouTube. But regardless, I enjoy those videos. So I figured that I would try out that type of style today. But what I wanted to do was, you know, mix my styles of I'm a booktuber, but also I'm a small business owner, but also I'm really anti-MLM, which, you know, is directly related to the fact that I'm a small business owner and the fact that I like books. So I decided I was going to target the book MLM today. Yes, there is a multi-level marketing company. There is a pyramid scheme structured type business out there for books. A lot of people are shocked when they learn that because books are so pure and wholesome and wonderful. But no, Usborne Books is the name of the company, and they use that MLM structure to sell books to people, for people to host parties just like you would for Mary Kay or any of that kind of shit. So I decided to go on Reddit and to search Usborne in the anti-MLM subreddit, and we are going to read some of those posts today. Now, one of the posts is written by me, so you guys are all going to know my Reddit username now, which is totally fine. Like, I don't think I have any nudes up there or anything, so we should all be good. But I'm just kidding. I mean, I definitely don't. You're fine. Anyway, I'm going to read you guys that story as well because I had a lot of fun the first time I ever posted on ANTI-MLM, and I'm like really happy to be part of that group on Reddit. So let's look at some book MLM stories. Alright, this post is called Help! How do I get out of this? I had no idea what Usborne was, and I agreed to host. Now the lady is getting super pushy. I asked about 12 people, family and 3 friends, and 11 said yes. I lied to her and told her I sent out 15 and then 10 more. FYI, fam is aware, and I asked not to participate. So basically, this is a picture then of what that Usborne consultant texted this girl after she said that she sent out 15 and then 10 more, so that she sent out 25 invitations. This girl says, "That's a great start. Keep up your good work. Go ahead and send individual messages to 20 more people today. Sound like a plan?" Then she sends this image that I'll zoom in on in just a minute. "This is a sheet I enjoy using to help me think outside the box when it comes to inviting. You'd be surprised at how many people you may have overlooked on your first wave of invites." Oh my god, okay, so this person who's posting on Reddit agreed to host this party for her friend and didn't know that Usborne was an MLM, does not want to be involved in MLMs at all, and this girl who is the consultant for them is basically being like, oh, you invited 25 people even though like you didn't want to invite anyone? Well, how about you invite 80 more people? Now let's look at who this sheet is telling us we should target to invite to an MLM party. Alright, 80 guests in 80 minutes. Use this worksheet to help you brainstorm who should be invited to your party. So it has all these quadrants. I guess they're not quadrants, they're boxes because they're not all in 4s. I guess it's in 16ths, so maybe they're still quadrants. Regardless, anyway. So we've got your family, so inviting 5 family members, 5 of your spouse's family members, 5 of your friends and your spouse's friends, and then it gets so much more specific, right? Coworkers, your spouse's coworkers, so like this person is supposed to reach out to her spouse's coworkers to invite them to a party for somebody else that is not even for her MLM, that's for somebody else's MLM. She doesn't even want to be involved. Neighbors old and new, so like reach out to the person that you live next door to 20 years ago. College and high school friends, yep, that's where we all get those messages from the people that we met for like 5 minutes in high school that are like, hey girl, what's up, right? Parents from children's school, contacts from children's activities. Okay, that's how you get people to never give you their phone number again, is if you start utilizing it for stuff like that. I love that there's a category that just says stay-at-home moms. Like, just anyone who's a stay-at-home mom is now your prey. Like, what the fuck? Expectant moms. If you're pregnant, you cannot escape the pyramid scheme wrath. And then there's a box that just says grandmas, and there's 5 spaces. Like, does that mean that you're supposed to have 5 grandmas, or your kid's supposed to have 5 grandmas, or that that you're just supposed to know 5 women who are grandmas and invite all of them. Like, what is the 5 grandmas box? I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, 80 guests in 8 minutes. Also, like, the fact that grandmas is not included in your family or your spouse's family, like, you're gonna run out of people real quick. There's no way you're actually gonna get 80 guests. This list is ridiculous. So this one is so funny. This is along the lines of what we were talking about when people just copy and paste messages and send it to everyone without even noticing who they're sending it to. This is called From a Former Coworker. The last part is the best because she planned my work baby shower and was my supervisor after I had my baby. So it's very clear that this person knows that the person receiving the message has had a baby. She was directly involved in this. And what does she say? But... Hi, I hope you are doing well. So I have always loved books, especially kids' books, and I was recently introduced to Usborne Books and fell in love. I am throwing a Facebook party this week because I want to share the love. Let me know if you want to come and help me get the business started. I will send you an invite. P.S. It is okay if you don't have kids. They make great gifts for nieces, nephews, grandbabies, etc. Can I send you an invite? Oh my god. So like this person planned her baby shower and is like, it's okay if you don't have kids. Like she didn't even like alter the message based on the person she was sending it to. Like that's a great way to make a personal connection. What? And then just throws in grandbabies. Like this person just had a baby and she's sending her like, oh, you can give it to your grandchildren, you know, the children that your children are having when your child is like 1 year old. That's ridiculous. What? Hi. We haven't talked since we met at summer camp 14 years ago, but host a party for me. Oh, and also simply saying no won't work. Of course. So this is, you know, when they say the people that you haven't talked to in forever will actually be the people to buy from you. Like, no, they won't, because here we have this person saying, no thanks, best of luck. And they respond with, I totally understand hosting a party can be a little scary. I had some major fears the first time I hosted an Usborne party too. What's your biggest hesitation? Like, even when, like, on Reddit there's a common advice they give is to say, like, no is a complete sentence. Even when you say the complete sentence of, no, just not interested, they're like, oh, okay, well, let me make up the reason in my head I think that you're not interested. Let me just straw man that a little bit. Like, nope. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to move on to my post now, and this is going to be the last one that I do, is me telling the story of how I first came to hate Usborne Books, which I posted on Reddit about a year ago. This is called, I'm a Children's Author. Here's my rant on Usborne and others. Hello friends, I've been reading this subreddit nonstop for months now, though this is my first post. After yesterday, I just had to vent to some people I knew would understand. So I'm a young-ish author and artist, 26 years old, who's taken kind of an alternative route to getting my name out there. Basically, I started my own business to produce my books and related products, stuffed animals, merch, etc., since part of my business model relies on donating money to animal shelters, and I wanted to create consistent branding. As a result, I have become an actual small business owner, devoting my entire life to building this business from the ground up since 2017. It's been an amazing, super rewarding process. Some of my most successful sales weekends come from selling at festivals, juried art shows, literature fairs, and craft shows. I'm sure you can all tell where this is going. For some of my first few shows, I didn't bother checking whether or not they allowed MLMs to sell there. I figured I have a good product, plus I have a table where the author can sign the book right there for you. I started signing up for events where parents and their kids would frequently attend. Once, an event organizer told me, we would love to have you, but be aware that we already have an Usborne vendor at this event, so there will be another children's book vendor. I was a little hurt by that, but I figured, hey, these events have to make money. At that event, the Usborne vendor, who was a super sweet lady, so I won't talk bad about her personally, was closer to the entrance than I was. Parents would see her books first, buy them, and then go off and get food, not even seeing that there was another book vendor. Or parents would give kids a set amount of money that they were allowed to spend at the event, and the kid would run out of money buying books at the other stand before reaching mine, and even though they'd ask their parents to get my books, their parents would say, sorry, you already spent all your money for today. On the one hand, I respect this because I love that parents are teaching their kids to budget. On the other hand, it's just personally annoying to me as a vendor. After a while, I chose to do only events that were either literature fairs or juried art shows. I found tons of success at those. Then I learned of an upcoming craft fair which advertised itself as a juried art show. I was excited. Yesterday, I put in hours of work setting up my holiday display, making my books look appealing, etc. And for the most part, this event was actually artists and small business owners. There were lots of homemade baked goods, lots of adorable handmade crocheted snowmen, hand-constructed picture frames, etc. But who else do I notice there but Usborne Books? And not just them, but also LuLaRoe, 31 Bags, and Avon. Now, I wasn't too upset because the majority of vendors featured handmade items and legitimate small businesses. Maybe this rant is stupid and unnecessary because I don't even know if I lost many sales to Usborne directly. However, I was just kind of annoyed to see tons of moms carrying around LuLaRoe bags after shopping at that lady's booth, then totally ignore tons of the actual artists. Maybe it's my fault for not marketing myself enough or something, but I don't think a lot of people would automatically know which booths are real artists versus which ones are MLMs, especially when the event specifically said that it was a juried art show. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Hope you are all having a lovely Sunday. So this post kind of blew up. It was my first Reddit post that ever got any attention out of everything I've ever posted on Reddit, and that was kind of exciting for me, especially because people asked me to PM me their links, so that was really cool. But it was also really fun to read some of these comments, so I'm going to read some of the comments that I got to you guys because I think they're very telling of a lot of the ways that Usborne and MLMs in general are kind of manipulative. So here's one. You're not overreacting. MLMs don't belong at anything labeled art or handmade. Those parents are missing an opportunity to teach their kids a lesson about supporting legitimate artists, small businesses, and their own community. Granted, most don't think that way, but you contribute more to your community by creating original work and spending money on other people's creations. Couldn't agree more. Oh my goodness. I don't need to say support small business any more times than I already do. Or how about this one? I'm an artist, and something I get a lot at craft fairs with a lot of MLM stuff is people saying, wow, did you draw this? I'd love to have the shirt that says, yes, I drew all of this. I felt that comment so hard because pretty much every festival I would go to or every craft fair, anything that had MLMs at it, people would come up to my booth and I'd start talking to them about my products. And then I'd be like, by the way, I'm the author of the books. And they'd be like, oh my God, you're the author? That's so cool. What? And I'm like, oh, I guess because there are so many people here who aren't selling their own creations, it was not immediately apparent to people that I was the author of these books that I was selling and signing here at this event. So that was once I started saying I'm the author at the beginning of every interaction, I noticed I sold so much more and had so many more engaging conversations. It was ridiculous. This comment was just funny. My mom bought my son an Usborne book, and I hate it. It is the worst book. As a parent, there are absolutely books that I dislike because they're dumb or upsetting or repetitive, but I'm willing to let that go because my kid is engaged. Usborne books are like the knockoff versions of popular movies you see on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I thought that was a hilarious quote. I love it. Shout out to this comment here for saying I love to support independent authors. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, this one right here. The saddest part of this is how OP had to describe themselves as an actual small business owner instead of a small business owner. Fuck the Huns for doing this to us. Yes, I agree with that. Like, I hate that. And I've talked about this in my entrepreneurship Instagram video as well, that nowadays if you say like, I'm a small business owner or I'm an entrepreneur or I, have my own business, a lot of people, especially if you're a woman, a lot of people will assume that you work for an MLM. They won't assume that you actually built your own business, which is incredibly condescending, and I hate that we have to make that distinction because these companies who are so predatory have basically appropriated the term small business owner when that's not what they are. They're big corporations exploiting other people's labor. So I don't know if I'd say fuck the Huns for doing this to us, but fuck the people who are in charge of the companies who are marketing this as, oh, you can be your own small business owner, but really what you're doing is you're giving them your labor for free, which is unacceptable. Also, this one, if there are any lurking Huns here, I kind of want them to take a good long look at the comments. OP is a real small business. They carved their niche, are working hard at it, and aren't paying anyone else. And look at the comments. People want their product. You can do something similar. So this is, I think, where I'm going to want to end this on this note, because I want people who feel like they're stuck in an MLM right now or who know somebody who is to know that if starting your own business and working your own hours and being your own boss is what you want to do, you can do it. Doing it through an MLM is not the way to do it because they are going to exploit you, they're going to manipulate you. There's so much wrong going on in those companies. But I do support anyone who wants to start their own business. And I wish a lot of people who were stuck in MLMs would choose to start their own business because you can utilize a lot of the skills that you were using there. For example, working in an MLM, you have to be a good salesperson. You have to be good at reaching out to lots of people and doing high volume marketing and being willing to work 24/7 at something. And the fact that if you're constantly, in that mindset, you're already in that entrepreneurial mindset. You want to be a self-starter. You want to market a product. You want to become a salesperson who learns how to ask people for sales and do that kind of thing. You should absolutely start your own business and, create a product that you're passionate about. And if you're not an artist and not that kind of thing, then maybe look into opening your own store that uses other local artist products or something like that. That's my best suggestion. If you are trying to build these business skills, don't give your labor away for free to a company who is going to just pay you a small commission and ask you to keep ordering more stock and that kind of thing. Instead, I would say, try to start your own business, try to do something on your own, put something interesting out into the world and, contribute to the world in that way. That's my best advice for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are interested in seeing me read anti-MLM type of things on Reddit or read other things on the internet more, please let me know in the comments below. If you're like, I never liked those Reddit reading videos, so don't do those anymore, you can let me know that as well, and I will stick to more of the on-camera book and small business content and stuff like that. But please let me know your thoughts on all of that. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I have new videos coming out about books, about writing, and about small business life. So you won't want to miss those. Don't forget to ring the bell. I will see you guys again soon. In the meantime, don't forget to support small businesses and happy reading.